Today, we're going to review Ghostbusters for Sega Genesis. This art book style is a Sega Genesis Mega Drive version, but I'll tell you about this art book style in a few minutes. Cover art is not in good condition. This is the back. The sides. Let's open her up. Let's review the manual. Manual is in decent condition. The back, nothing much to see. Like most of these pictures. They don't make these manuals anymore. Continues. Shows you how the gameplay is. But yeah, manual is not that bad. Let me tell you about this particular manual now. This manual is extremely hard to get. Luckily, I pre-ordered this with the cartridge on eBay. I got it for a good price in the past, and I got it here at the doorstep. This is not the right manual for the art book style. It's the Mega Drive version we have, but we'll get to all of that in a few minutes. But yeah, the manual for this, instruction manual for this, is very hard to find. This is actually rarer than the actual game. Alright, let's slide that back in there. Let's take a look at the cartridge. I just upgraded this recently. Front of the cartridge is in fantastic condition. Top label is in good condition. And the back is in perfect condition. These are the Sega Genesis versions of the Ghostbusters game. But the art book style is a Sega Genesis Mega version. And let me tell you how I lost it. This was the original Ghostbusters game that I had when I was a kid, the Mega Drive version. It can work for Sega Genesis, it can work for Mega Drive, it can work for anything. I used to have this one when I was a kid, but unfortunately, it got stolen. Somebody broke into my house and stole most of all my Sega Genesis video games and all that crap. So now, I'm glad I built back up the collection. This was one of the fine ones that was stolen too, with the cartridge and the manual. But luckily, I got back everything here. Although, unfortunately, it's not the proper case, but I don't care. This came out of my personal collection. Very glad I got the manual to this too, and the cartridge. I used to have a cartridge to this, but it was in worse condition and it was in rough shape, but I had to upgrade this for no cost. So I'm very glad I upgraded this. So now this can definitely sit in my personal collection. The cover art, I will eventually upgrade that in the near future. I used to play this game a lot when I was a kid. Trust me, this game is a very, very, very fun game to play, I'm telling you. The graphics are on it, you know, are okay, you know, but now I can beat it. But in the past, it used to kick my ass and all that crap. This was a hard, difficult game. I went through most of my continues and my lives just to try to beat this Ghostbusters game, I'm telling you. Extremely hard to complete this, just to find the manual. So now, we're gonna go straight to the gameplay footages. Also, you could play as 3 Ghostbusters characters. But for some reason, I don't know why Winston, the black character of Ghostbusters, wasn't in the full game. He was nowhere to be seen. I don't know, man. Must be some racial thing that's going on or whatever back in the days, or they just never put him in there due to memory space or whatever. There could be a lot of reasons why Winston wasn't in the Ghostbusters. Probably he said he didn't want to be in the actual game or whatever, but you know, I would have been happy for my boy Winston to actually be included in this Ghostbusters game. There's a new fan-made Ghostbusters edition one that they actually put Winston in that one. So check out other people's YouTube channels about Ghostbusters Special Edition. That game's circling around online. But yeah, Ghostbusters, you know, was an amazing game at the time. You know, the levels are hard as shit. This game has a very good soundtrack, I'm telling you. The bosses are a bit of a challenge, but at the end of the day, when you hit them head on, you know, you'll disintegrate them very fast. Also, you can upgrade your weapons. You need a lot of money. You know, Ghostbusters was a very good technical game back in my days when I was a kid trying to beat it. We never had anything better to do to play video games. We don't complain about the frame rate. We don't complain about the graphics. Those times were very different. Gameplay wise, very good. Jump button, very good. Play across the D-pad, very good. Move around very fast. This is my favorite character. So, at the end of the day, he's more faster than the other two. Back to reality now. Let's go straight to the star chart. I will give Ghostbusters for Sega Genesis because it's my childhood game. It was a great game to play back in the days. I will give Ghostbusters for Sega Genesis a 5 out of 5 stars. Back to reality again. But yeah, very great game. Ghostbusters for Sega Genesis. Very good shape. One day, I'll upgrade the art book style and look for the original to replace this horrible Mega Drive one that I have. But for now, it's complete in my collection. If you guys like the videos I make, please subscribe to this channel, please comment down below, and please like my videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Signing out.